Howdy folks, I want to do a little video kind of explaining a little bit what we got going on here, how we do, why we do, all that good stuff. So here's my homemade dyno operator console. See, I don't have any of the fancy switches and stuff that you typically see. It's got everything running off of breakers. Anyway, got the laptop here, got my electronic throttle, mechanical engine throttle with a cable. Got my nice Walmart big screen here, and that's really pretty cool. That's a lot of my neighbors come watch, and that's really a cool thing. That's just a graph from one of the runs. You can see this is a 1718 horse run. We actually had a 1726, but anyway, there's what we see when we run. You can see we have the engine horsepower top left. Let's see if it works better down here on the laptop. No, I think it looks better on the big screen. So we've got, nope, it's better down here. Engine horsepower top left. RPM in the center. Oh, there's the lights glared. Torque. Oil pressure is not hooked up on this engine. Boost pressure is hooked up. EGT is hooked up. That's actually 519 degrees in the manifold right now. The EGT2 probe, which is the one that goes after the turbo, is actually laying on the floor, so it's 84 degrees on the floor. Percentage of brake from the dyno, and then the weather station, that's pretty cool. 81.1 degrees, 25.7 air pressure, and then 14.7 humidity. Anyway, so let me walk out here, keep our hearing protection on the wall, and out to the engine. Of course, you see I've been testing turbos, so there's always turbos laying about. Kind of was curious if I was having a fuel pressure issue, so I hooked up this thing where I could look through the glass and see the fuel pressure. Anyway, so got the big turbo on here. I say big, it's not that big. It's big. It's my old pulling truck turbo from the 4.1 class. It's basically a 4-inch whole set. I worked on this today. This was kind of a good thing. I've been running some without exhaust, just ridiculously nasty in the building, but the exhaust kept blowing off, so I got it chained and band clamped and going out to the ladder. So some of what I want to say is the reason why I'm doing this. The guys who know that I'm not doing much here. 1720 some horsepower when you're kind of working with a race file, it's really not much. Anybody who's doing anything competition wise is well over 2,000 horsepower. So what I'm doing is what I can do within this is my dyno cabinet here, within my financial means and what I find really fun. So if you look at my numbers, don't think this is anything spectacular. It's useless for a street engine, and it's pretty small in terms of competition engine, but I think there's a little bit of an entertainment value to it, which I hope some of you are getting an entertainment value, possibly an educational value. I don't know. But the main thing is basically publicity. I want to get the word out there that I have an engine dyno and that I offer break-ins, tunings. I can test your injectors, I can test your file, I can test your turbo, I can even test my injectors with your file and your turbo or any combination thereof. So not only do we have the dyno, but we have a test mule here for that purpose. So that's basically it. It's for fun, it's for education, and it's for publicity. I need to get business. And to those of you that have actually donated some money towards just what we've been doing here, thank you very much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. There's the old Acer. This is what we started running way back when. But anyway, that's it. I just wanted to kind of offer a little bit of explanation of why we do what we do. And there's a long, long way to go here. This will eventually be enclosed. The office will have some climate control, and there will be I've got 4 22,000 CFM fans to go in this doorway. And that's probably going to happen pretty soon, because we're really having an issue with if the winds are out of the north, the exhaust gets blown back in the building and it really kills power. It's terrible for any kind of repeatability for testing. So that's probably going to happen pretty soon. During the summer, our prevailing winds basically come right down the shop here and blow out. So it's great, but we're still, I guess, having sort of a wintry wind pattern to where, you know, half a day it might be blowing out, and then half a day it's blowing across. Actually, 2 halves equals a whole. Let's say a third of the day it's blowing out, a third of the day it's blowing crosswise, and then the other third it might be blowing back in. Like I just got a gust came right into my face right now. So if there's an engine sitting there idling, it's just putting carbon monoxide in the building, and that's not helpful. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy, and I appreciate your comments, and those of you that have technical things to add. I appreciate it, and everybody appreciates it. And you know, hopefully everyone kind of has a good time with this. All right, take care, guys.